Welcome inside Studio J in Atlanta. Shaquille O'Neal, Adam Lefkoe, Candace Parker, and Dwayne Wade. All of this stemming, welcome everybody, to what happened we had to watch last May. That video, 9 minutes and 29 seconds of Derek Chauvin kneeling on the neck of George Floyd. Today, the jury delivered a verdict, and it was 3 separate ones. Found guilty of second-degree unintentional murder, found guilty of third-degree murder, and found guilty of second-degree manslaughter. It sparked protests. It sparked a realization for our country, and the NBA and NBPA released a statement today. George Floyd's murder was a flashpoint for how we look at race and justice in our country, and we are pleased that justice appears to have been served. But we also recognize that there is much more work to be done, and the NBA and the NBPA, together with our newly formed Social Justice Coalition, will redouble our efforts to advocate for meaningful change in the areas of criminal justice and policing. Shaq, soon after this happened, I was watching you on NBA and I was TNT, and I was taken aback by what you said here. It was all the way wrong. I've never seen that technique taught. Everyone's upset. Everyone's tired. We demand justice. Do you think we got justice today?
Justice was definitely served. I just watched the President of the United States give a speech, and one thing stood out. He said, shouldn't take this long to get justice. I'm glad justice was served. I'm happy for the family, happy for the lawyers. I'm really happy for Stephen Jackson, Stack 5. You know, he's a good friend of mine. That was his close friend.
His twin.
And he was really one of the first guys to lead the charge and you know, demanding justice. But justice was served, and we still have a long time to go. The fact that we're sitting there not knowing what's going to happen,
yeah,
that still means we have a long way to go. We expected that, you know, the outcome was going to be like this, but we've expected that a lot of times, and then the outcome was different. I was just saying to myself, I hope they do the right thing, because if they don't, they're going to tear this mother up. Because we're tired. We demanded justice. We got it. I'm happy for the family, but we still have a long way to go. This is, you know, reminds like, you know, you celebrate it, but we still got a lot of room to grow, and you know, we still have to get rid of systematic racism.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of that stuff going on, and again, I'm happy for the family, and you know, the verdicts were, you know, everything was done correctly, but we still have a long way to go.
A sense of relief, Dwayne.
Yeah, I know I speak for a lot of people in the world when I say I was sitting in front of the TV watching the verdict come down, and my hands started sweating, my body started shivering, and my heart started pounding because I was nervous. I was nervous because I didn't believe, right? I'm sitting in front of the TV and I didn't believe, and even when the verdict came down and all charges, you know, that we wanted was met, I still was staring at the TV, listening to the judge, because I was thinking that there was an outcoming, because we've never seen this, you know. And so today showed to me the power of community. Today, it gave us some sort of, we've seen some sort of ability to see change, right? And if there was any win today, like Shaq said, this wasn't, you can't celebrate this, but if it was any win today, to me it was a win for accountability. That's the only win today, was a win for accountability. And so, you know, we have to continue to keep George Floyd's family lifted up in our prayers. We have to continue to pray for healing for the Black community across the world. And to me, we got more work to do.
Yeah.
We all know that. It's more work to do. And so the work is not done, but today was definitely a good day to see accountability have its justice, have its moment.
I think today, I like to flip channels, because I think today we only listen and we only hear and we only reach out to the people that agree with what we agree and speak our same language.
Right.
And so I like to go through different TV shows and hear what everybody thought about today. I think one quote that stuck out to me was Van Jones when he said, "I woke up afraid to hope today." And it's not okay when you wake up afraid to hope. I also think just bringing this all together of the community, we're sitting here on a sports show speaking about justice and speaking about things that are going on within our court system. It's not okay to just be a bystander of justice or our political system or democracy. And I think democracy we think of as a destination, and it's a continuous journey. And it has to be thought of that way. And just because we're athletes, just because we're stay-at-home moms or businessmen or doctors or lawyers, whatever we are, like, we have to actively participate in that. Because if we don't, we're not doing our job and we're failing the generation that comes after us. And I just think you look at the past and how many people before had to die and had to not receive justice for this to happen today. And I just think we can't hide behind badges, money, power, race, gender. We can't hide behind those things because that's not justice. And we're lying to ourselves if we continue to think that. So although this was a step in the right direction, I think it's really about accountability, but it's also understanding that, like, this isn't it. There's far more trials that are going other directions that shouldn't, that aren't just. And so, yes, this is a step in the right direction. We still have so much more to go.
It's a step just in this case as well. And with that in mind, we're going to bring in Laura Coates. Laura Coates, we also want to say, as you'll notice, we stand in solidarity with the Floyd family. And I think those are the ones that we send all of our prayers to, the people at Turner. We want everyone to know that losing your loved ones to a senseless killing is not acceptable at all. And we stand with you, Floyd family, and we hope that the justice you receive today helps in your healing process.